So yeah, it's the time of the year for the human biological species to have our cleanse. Usually we call them the label of a cold or flu, etc. But yeah, all it is basically just a cleanse, as I've learned, and probably you know as well. So yeah, my cleanse is just finishing now. I had my yearly biological synchronistic seasonal cleanse, and I also learned that we don't actually really catch anything from each other. It's just a biological rhythm. Similar biological species detox similarly of similar substances. And in these days, a lot of there's like different things in the sky, you know, the chemtrails, and there's there's the air, the water, the food, this a lot of toxins. And so what I've learned from other sources in the same and various overlapping sources is that detoxification is the most important thing. 99% of problems and illnesses or whatever else, disharmony in the body is caused just from toxins and acids, and basically so speaking, that it's not from deficiency or lacking, but 99% all we need to do is detoxify our body, and that means to destagnate our body and to get things moving and flowing, and that's our blood and our lymph system, especially our lymph system, which has the potential to just generally become stagnant, and that deals, from what I know, with most of the toxins and acids as well. Okay, so just move your body enough, but not too much exercise. Keep things moving. Don't be sitting down forever, you know, on the computer or whatever else, or TV. And yeah, don't mind if you have a cleanse, because I had my cleanse was strong enough. Like, I felt pretty shitty for around 2 days, like 2.5 days. I felt like terrible. Well, terrible is subjective, but no, I felt pretty poorly, I have to say. Just a typical, like, you know, weakness, some achy, tendernessy, no pain. Some people have pain, but I did have a headache. I haven't had a headache for forever, but I had a headache for 2 days. It's crazy. So that was a good cleanse. But then today now it's like more or less ending, probably around 4.5 days later, and I'm feeling phenomenal. Like, I'm feeling kick-ass. I'm feeling really good. The headache probably ended 2 days ago. Did an itchy throat, coughing, but no phlegm in the cough. But I did get rid of a fair bit of mucus every time I go for a stroll with my kids. I never stop strolling with my kids, except for maybe one of the days. Yeah, so don't mind, don't be afraid. It's just a normal thing. Humans, we're a sophisticated machine, like a car, and as sophisticated we are, we actually run best on simplicity. And the main thing we need to do is just simply keep our engine and our pipes clean, and then don't worry about it and ride the wave. And after you detox and you've less toxins in your body and less congestion, you're going to feel so much better. So don't worry about it, be happy and grateful. So yeah, no worries there. They say having a big initiation of a cold or a cleanse, they say don't catch a cold, we create a cold, and I know that from experience too. But we can catch, like I did it once, like maybe twice, if you keep kissing somebody a lot. But that's bacteria. In my experience from the people who I've learned from too, it's a lot of question marks if you can actually catch the thing beginning with V and rhymes with Cyrus, you know, that's question mark. I'm not like saying you can or you can't, but I personally have doubts about whether or not you can. Apparently a lot of experiments and things have been, and doctors say you can't, you know, so. But anyway, I'm not saying you can't, I don't know, and I'm just putting it out there, but you can catch bacterial stuff, but only, not from sneezing in my opinion. It seems like we catch things because we're biological animals, and we have a season, just like all the cycles of nature, to clean ourselves. And the same way as women live in the same house, they sync up and they have their menstruation, which is a cycle again once a month, right? And when they go together, they synchronize and have the same rhythms and cycles, the same time of the month. Then, you know, so we share information with each other. So when we live close by and we share information, we then, like, we don't catch it, but we just all have a time to cleanse. As simple as that. My goodness, how complicated do humans make it out to be with all these like stories and stuff. So some people used to be now you'd be afraid to sneeze in the store. People think they're going to catch everything from you, and die in the shop just from in front of a sneeze. But yeah, I don't know. Respect to everybody. You know, we're all on different stages and levels of information and knowledge, and it's all good. I don't know everything, neither does anybody else, and thankfully I don't need to change anybody's mind. But it's hard sometimes, like seeing people we know like eating themselves to death, you know. It's just been programmed into us, and it's processed and even cooked food can be very addictive and hard to give up, and just habit forming. And we eat for emotional purposes usually because we're bored or upset, or even just we eat for pleasure but not for health. And that's all been ingrained in us, you know. And me, all of us. Happy new day. Have a beautiful day and a beautiful life. And remember, don't mind the cleanse, because it'll keep you alive longer and healthier, look better, age more gracefully, have more energy, avoid sickness later on. You need to just simply de-obstruct our bodies, that's all. Obstruction, like Arnold Ehret said, V equals P minus O. Power equals vitality minus obstruction, or you could call it power equals vitality minus obstruction. And obstruction is toxins and acids. So get rid of that and you'll have loads of power and energy. Loads of people have done it already. Cured adrenal fatigue, skin issues all lifelong, everything.